This is the Richie and Memo and me, Max Bolaños, and we are going to present you our perfect community, Genesis. Welcome to Genesis. This is the flag of our country.
We include here water because it's in our community. It's in the water, a park in the water, and green because outside the community we have like more things in an island. That's why we have blue water and green plants.
Well, the start of something new. It feels alright to be here with you.
This is the
This
phrase.
is like a phrase, and the start of something new is, well, we are going to see that in the history part. Why is that the phrase? And it's what Memo explained. Green is for earth and nature, and blue is for water.
And that phrase, it's in our anthem that we sing every Domingos Day, and we're going to explain.
In summary, the Genesis city is a city with a magical past, love for knowledge, hard work, and tolerance between aliens.
Our community is conformed by 50% female and 50% males. It has from every years old community, but only the ones that are from 18 to 13 years old can work underwater since it's a lot of pressure and they only have the capacity to work here. And this community isn't racist since we have 25% of each race, that is Caucasians, Asians, Africans, and Latinos.
And here you can see some pie charts.
It represents like every part of the city, and we have a special place for everyone, but they can always be together. We don't have like a rule for that we explain or say something that they cannot combine with each other. Share.
The citizens' daily life. They choose where to live. If they want to live up in the island or underwater in the big buildings in the campus. To transport, they use some tubes that it works like an elevator. There's a station where there are many tubes like this, and they use it for going to work or going to commercial areas. Because in the island is where all the people live, is the neighborhoods, the schools, the universities, the hospitals, all the where a person can develop very well.
But if they want to live in the water, they can do it. We don't have a rule for that, but we think that it's better if they live on Earth because they have like more things to do than underwater. However, we have recreation areas for everyone. We don't have for all the ages.
So the people there work 5 days a week, and every citizen has to follow certain behavior. Like they always tend or should maintain the suburbs and the city clean.
It's a very ecological city.
Because in the top of the house, outside the water, there are like roof gardens that that is a rule that every citizens with a house must accomplish, have a rooftop garden.
And here are some examples of the neighborhoods of Genesis.
Other location. When a person of Genesis start to work, they start about the 28 years, and all citizens that graduate, they get out with at least 10 languages, 4 musical instruments, how to fly, naked, how to breathe underwater, and with the gym stat of average NFL player. About 70% of the rest of the people are graduated. The government pays education, and what I say, they start at 3 and ends at 28 years.
And also with the education, some of the scientists are one of the smartest in all of the world. They are trying to make a person to become people to learn.
Well, there is like aspect that is that the Genesis scientifics developed a program that studied the genes of the people in the city, and that is like to see in what areas you are going to be good if they are developed. Like if you are corruption, then from child you will learn some ethics and what is good and what is bad. If you have like outstanding muscles, you're going to be an athlete. If you have like your left side of the brain, you're going to be an engineer. If you have like that of creativity and artist.
Well, as Carlos said, when you born in Genesis, the doctor you will do like a blood test, and you know in what area you will be better. Like, I don't know, I'm better in engineer, so as I was a kid, the school prepared me to be an engineer. And because how many people we know that are working in what they don't want to. So this is for that this problem don't happen, that the people work in where they are really feel better, and then with this action the people are happy, and we have a perfect community, because if the people are happy they produce more and they create more things that in one place that you don't want to work or stay. So that's why the blood test.
Religion. Here in our perfect community, we have a free choice. You don't need to be in certain religion. You can believe in whatever you want. If you want to believe in nothing, you can don't believe in nothing. There is no physical or emotional damage. So you can believe in anything, but you cannot damage or physical or emotional damage another person. So you can be a Buddhist, but you cannot hurt anybody. You can be a Muslim, but you cannot be rude with the women. Then God bless the Pope Guillermo, because Guillermo is the Pope of our community. But he's not the Pope of certain religion. It's the Pope of all the religions that exist.
The Pope or the Pope? Also, in the religion in Genesis, every religion that exists has its own holiday. For example, Christmas is here available there, and in here as a statue, every church has another statue of their God, And also, it exists the hexagon that it consists in 6 statues of each of the fundadors that are Guillermo, Richard, Max, Adisde, Antonio, and Charlie. Like for example in here. And this hexagon is located in the center of the city in each the underwater and the on-ground part of the city.
Please tell me you want to. Well, the laws and punishment for Genesis, we have a special book that is called In a Bible. And which means? It means like all the laws and everything. And it's where all the citizens must have one of these books. If one citizen doesn't have it in their house or at their jobs, the Genesis police is going to go and take them. They will investigate why they don't have that book, because it's their rule book, and they should follow it. And if they think that it's necessary, they will make them disappear. And if one person disappears in Genesis, it will be like that person never exists. No one is going to remember. Also, all the Genesis population, no matter the age, they will have to go to the school, and even the Luminungus Day. That is the day when the city was founded, and that's what the fundadors decided to call it, because it was a big explosion, and it makes the land divided to two places where the people can live. Founded.
Oh my gosh, too much information. I think you just copy paste it from the.
No. So I will summarize it. Well, here all the animals have the same rights as humans. If a human kills an animal intentionally, he will be punished as he would have killed a human being. And they sent these people to a facility in underwater, far away from the city. Then the citizens and the people there cannot never use the dolphins and whales as transport. They will have another sentence. In the city, there are several submarines to transportate from one building to another building, and like that. And it's public; it's for all. If you cannot have a personal submarine.
Yes, in Ministry of Unemployment, where, as I said, when you are a baby, you have a blood test. So the people are happy when they are work. I mean, if I have the, like, what's it called? The strength of be a teacher, I would be prepared to be a teacher, not a doctor or something like that. So when you teach with passion and with happiness, your students will be better because you really know how to teach and not only say things and put their homework or something like that. So our community have all kinds of jobs for all their areas. There is not like only medicine or engineers, have all. As I said, you work in where you will have abilities and like competition to work. That is the industry and employment.
Well, the history. This is a long file. All started in 1st of January of 2026. Well, it started when